The forgotten nickel of 1946. Buried deep within old American pocket change lies a forgotten treasure. The 1946 USA 5-cent coin, no mint mark, made of nickel, yet holding secrets of post-war America. Could a common coin in your drawer be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? The answer will shock you. Let's unveil the true story of the 1946 no-mint nickel. The historical setting, America in 1946. 1946 was a year of transition. World War II had ended, and the United States was stepping into a new age. The demand for metals was shifting, and the U.S. Mint had just resumed production of standard nickels after the wartime silver alloy versions of 1942 to 1945. This marked the return of the 75% copper and 25% nickel alloy formula. The 1946 nickel is the very first post-war nickel, and that makes it historically significant. Design break down Jefferson's legacy in metal. On the obverse, we see the iconic profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third U.S. president, designed by Felix Schlag. His stern face reflects wisdom and vision. On the reverse, Monticello, Jefferson's legendary home, standing tall with pride. Every curve, every line of this coin speaks of heritage. But wait, there's more to this design than meets the eye. Some coins are missing key details or have striking anomalies worth hundreds. Mint locations and the no-mint mark mystery. 3 mints were operational in 1946. Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S. Our coin of interest has no mint mark, meaning it was minted in Philadelphia. While over 161 million of these were made, only a fraction survive in fine or better condition today. But here's the twist. Errors strike quality, and circulation will create rare variants among them. Rarity explained. Is your coin 1 in a million? While 161 million seems like a big number, consider this. How many survived untouched? How many were damaged, melted, or simply forgotten? Fine condition coins, especially with unique features, are rare today, and collectors pay a premium for even the smallest anomalies. Let's dig into these variations that can turn a 5-cent coin into a $500 discovery. Error coins the real jackpot. Now we talk serious money. Double die errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, clip planchets, and full steps on Monticello. These are where the hidden value lies. A double die 1946 nickel with a strong strike and no mint mark has sold for over $1,000 in recent auctions. Off-center coins? Up to $200 to $300, depending on alignment and clarity. Let's explore examples. Condition grading. What is fine condition? What does fine condition really mean? In numismatics, it's a grade. A 1946 nickel in fine condition shows clear features but with moderate wear. Monticello steps are faint. Jefferson's hair shows softness, but the major details remain. We'll compare side-by-side examples of good, fine, very fine, and uncirculated coins so you can evaluate your own. Real market values, July 2025 prices. Now for the moment you've been waiting for, the real value as of July 2025. Fine condition, no mint mark 25 cents to $1. Very fine condition, $1.50 to $2.50. Extremely fine AU, $3 to $6. Uncirculated, MS65, and up $20 to $80. Full steps MS67. Auction sales reach up to $300 to $500. Major errors. From $50 up to $1,200, depending on rarity and certification. These prices are influenced by market demand, certification, and recent auction trends. Certification and selling tips. Want to sell or invest? Certification is key. Get your 1946 nickel graded by PCGS or NGC. A certified coin often sells for 2x or 3x more. Platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections are great for rare pieces. But beware of fakes. Authentication matters more than ever in 2025. Collectors' insights and future value. Why is this coin gaining attention? Simple. World War II nostalgia, rising silver/nickel interest, and the fact that early post-war coins are aging into rarity. The 1946 nickel may not be a $1,000,000 coin, but it's a bridge between two eras. With time, fine condition coins could double in value. Smart collectors are holding on. Final thoughts. Is it in your pocket? Check your old change. Ask your grandparents. Look through forgotten drawers. That 1946 nickel without a mint mark could be a time capsule and perhaps a payday. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this is one coin that deserves a second glance. Bonus, coin trivia and community shout-out. Did you know the Jefferson nickel design was in use for over 60 years? Ever heard of the 1946 Full Steps MS-68 that sold for $1,500? Shout out to subscribers who found rare nickels and shared their stories. Invite viewers to comment their finds, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon to never miss hidden treasure news. Smash the like button if you love coin history. Share this video with someone who collects or needs to check their spare change. Subscribe for more $1,000,000 coin knowledge. And always remember, in the world of coins, even a nickel can hold a fortune. Next out to the world of numismatic wonders. Today, we explore a coin that many overlook. But collectors, they know its hidden potential. The 1970 Jefferson nickel, from the United States of America, minted in Denver, and today, found in D condition. Could it be hiding in your pocket change right now? Could it be worth more than 5 cents? Stay tuned for an extraordinary journey through its value, rarity, errors, and today's explosive coin market. Let's dive deep into the story of the 1970 D Jefferson nickel. No mint mark in circulated condition. Historical background: America in 1970. The year was 1970. The Vietnam War raged on. The Beatles broke up. And amidst all this, millions of nickels were rolling off the presses of the U.S. Mint. But not all nickels were created equal. The Jefferson nickel series, introduced in 1938, had now entered its fourth decade. And in 1970, Denver struck over 516 million nickels. Yet, some of these have NO mint mark visible. Why? What happened? Could you be holding a rare transitional piece? Let's find out. Specifications and design. The 1970 Jefferson nickel, like others in the series, features: front, obverse a profile of President Thomas Jefferson, facing left. Back, reverses iconic home Monticello. Diameter, 21.2 millimeters. Weight, 5 grams. Metal composition, 75% copper, 25% nickel. But here's a twist. Some nickels were struck with weak mint marks, or no mint mark at all, even though they came from the Denver Mint. Such coins, they fuel speculation and attention among serious collectors. Mint marks and mystery: what if it's missing? By 1970, all U.S. Mint facilities use mint marks. D for Denver, S for San Francisco. No mint mark usually meant Philadelphia. But here's the mystery. Some 1970 D nickels were struck with faded or missing mint marks. These aren't necessarily Philadelphia coins. They could be Denver coins with filled dies, die polishing issues, or other minting flaws. Collectors love such oddities. Why? Because they're rare, they're mysterious, and they increase value instantly. Value in circulated condition. Let's talk about value. In average circulated D condition, the 1970 D Jefferson nickel without mint mark doesn't fetch high premiums at first glance. But here's the surprising reality. Fine F condition, 10 cents to 25 cents. Very fine, VF 25 cents to 50 cents. Extremely fine, EF/XF 50 cents to $1. About uncirculated, AU 1 to $2. Uncirculated, MS60, MS65 up to $12 to $50. But if you find one missing its mint mark entirely and it's authenticated, the value can jump to $75 or even more. Rare errors and valuable varieties. This is where things get really interesting. Some known errors for the 1970 D Jefferson nickel include: off-center strikes, value $10 to $100 plus. Double die obverse DDO, especially in the motto or date. Die cracks or cuds, raised metal lines, or blobs. Struck on wrong planchet, like a penny or dime. Value, $100 to $1,000. No mint mark with clear Denver die signs. Authentication can lead to high-value offers. Collectors hunt these varieties like treasure, and auction prices prove their demand. Auction prices and market trends. Let's dive into real market data. Recent auction sales show surprising results. 1970 D nickel MS65, certified $25 to $75. No mint mark error, certified by NGC or PCGS, $100 to $400. Major strike-through errors, sold for $200 plus. Full steps, Monticello lines fully visible, $150 to $300 plus. In the right condition and with the right features, your ordinary-looking nickel could be a money-making marvel. Fake or real? How to spot the difference. Many coins appear mint markless, but they're simply worn. So how do you know if yours is special? White heavy check mark step 1. Magnify. Look closely at where the D mint mark should be. White heavy check mark step 2. Lighting. Use raking light to spot any faint marks. White heavy check mark step 3. Authentication. Send it to PCGS or NGC. White heavy check mark step 4. Compare with known mint mark errors. A genuine 1970 D nickel with missing mint mark and clear error traits? That's when the value skyrockets. How to sell it for maximum profit. You got a 1970 D nickel, maybe even one without a mint mark. Now what? Money bag, here's where to sell. eBay auctions, list with clear pictures, error details. Etsy or Numis bid for collector audiences. Coin shows, dealers pay top dollar for clean examples. Online coin forums, direct deals with experts. Grading services, PCGS and GC Annex. Get it certified first. A coin in the right hands can sell for 10x its face value or more. Final thoughts, a nickel worth keeping. The 1970 Jefferson nickel, minted in Denver and now showing up in your change box, could hold a secret, a missing mint mark, a strike error, a rare variety. Its face value may be 5 cents, but its collector value? That's up to the market. And in 2025, coin collecting is booming. Values are rising. Rarities are trending. So check your nickels carefully, because even the smallest coin can carry the greatest treasure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1970 D. Jefferson nickel, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more amazing coin stories. Tell us in the comments, do you have a 1970 nickel with no mint mark? Let's build a collector community together. See you in the next episode of Coin Value Secrets. Ladies and gentlemen, collectors and curious minds, welcome to a journey into the heart of American numismatic history. Today, we shine the spotlight on a coin that may appear ordinary, but hides extraordinary potential. Yes, we're talking about the 1978 United States 5-cent Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, in fine condition. Could this humble nickel in your pocket be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's market? Let's find out. Origins of the 1978 nickel. In 1978, America was at a turning point. Technological innovation, economic changes, and national pride defined the era. And amidst it all, the U.S. Mint continued to strike the nickel, a 5-cent coin that had long carried the legacy of Thomas Jefferson. The 1978 nickel is part of the Jefferson series, first introduced in 1938, designed by Felix Schlag. By the late 1970s, the coin had become a standard, but certain years, like 1978, carry subtle mysteries that make them highly collectible today. Key talking points. Jefferson nickel design history. Importance of no mint mark. Role of Philadelphia Mint, no mark by default. 1978 political/economic climate in the U.S. How to identify a 1978 no mint mark nickel. If you're holding a 1978 nickel, the first thing to check is this. Does it have a mint mark? If not, you're most likely holding one struck in Philadelphia. But what else should you look for? Detailed guidance. Obverse features. Jefferson's profile. Inscriptions Liberty, Indiana God We Trust date. Reverse design. Monticello bill to United States of America. Metal composition: 75% copper, 25% nickel. Diameter: 21.2 millimeters. Weight: 5 grams. Fine condition. What does it mean? In the grading world, fine condition means moderate wear. You can still clearly see Jefferson's face in Monticello, though not with sharp details. Let's break down what makes a coin fine and how it affects value. Visual comparisons: VG very good versus F fine versus XF extra fine. Why fine condition coins still matter to collectors. Grading guide for nickels. 1978 nickel minting data and statistics. In 1978, the Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 585 million nickels, but not all survived in collectible condition. Let's dive into the mintage numbers. Numbers and insight. Philadelphia, 585,376,000, no mint mark. Denver, 344,828,000 D mint mark. Proof struck in San Francisco, not in circulation. Survivability rates. Scarcity of high-grade, no mint mark coins. Market value of the 1978 nickel today. Now, the question that's on every viewer's mind: what is the 1978 no mint mark nickel worth today? Let's analyze the data. Current market values, USD. Grade value, average, fine, F12, $0.10, $0.25 very fine, VF20, $0.25, $0.40 extra fine, XF40, $0.50, $0.88 U50, AU58, $1, $3 MS60 plus, uncirculated, $5, $25 plus MS65 plus, certified, $50, $150 plus. Surprising fact: in top grades like MS67, a 1978 no mint mark nickel has sold at auctions for over $700. Rare errors: 1978 nickels that shock collectors. While most 1978 nickels are common, certain rare errors have stunned the coin world. Top errors in 1978 nickels. Offsetter strikes, up to $50 to $200 depending on percent off. Double die obverse, DDO worth $100 to $300 plus if dramatic. Clip planchet, $20 to $150 depending on size. Wrong planchet errors. A 1978 nickel struck on a penny planchet could sell for $500 plus. Full steps varieties. MS extremely rare and valuable in MS66 or higher. How to sell your 1978 nickel for maximum value. 65:002. Got a 1978 nickel and wondering how to cash in? Here's your guide to selling smart. Get it graded, PCGS and GC recommended. Use platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, great collections. Join Facebook coin groups or Reddit's r/coins. Visit local coin dealers or coin shows. Never clean your coin. Value drops instantly. Should you keep or sell in 2025? Coin collecting is both a hobby and an investment. But in today's market, is it better to sell or hold your 1978 nickel? Nickel prices rising due to industrial demand. Collectible market boom post-COVID. Coin collecting trending among younger generations. Future value predictions. More valuable in MS66 plus in the next decade. Final thoughts and shocking stories. There have been real cases of ordinary 1978 nickels being sold for hundreds of dollars just because of a minting flaw or stunning condition. Imagine the coin you overlooked being worth your next vacation. Check your change. Look through your old jars. Who knows? Maybe you're holding history. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more rare coin stories that could change your life next. To the forgotten 5 cents. To a world where small things hide big secrets. A world where a simple coin, just 5 cents, might turn out to be a silent millionaire. Today, we open a vault of American numismatic history and pull out a coin that many overlook. The 1987 United States 5-cent nickel with no mint mark, found in fine condition. But don't be fooled by its modest face value. This coin, buried in drawers, passed through pockets, and tossed into jars, could be worth more than you think. In this full-length feature, We take you through its origin, design, metal composition, circulation history, known errors, collector appeal, and most importantly, its real market value in today's world. Historical background: 1987 in America. The year was 1987. Ronald Reagan was president. The Cold War was still a shadow hanging over the world. And amid all this, the U.S. Mint continued its legacy of producing millions of coins for a thriving economy. The 5-cent coin, known as the Jefferson nickel, continued to honor the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. But there was something uniquely routine about 1987. It wasn't a special year for nickels, no commemoratives, no changes in design. Yet sometimes it's in these routine years where the real treasures hide. Physical features of the 1987 nickel. The 1987 nickel features a familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse. Facing left, designed by artist Felix Schlag. On the reverse, the iconic Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home. Made from a cupiddical composition, 75% copper and 25% nickel. The coin weighs 5.00 grams and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter. It has a smooth edge and no reading. When held in the palm, it feels sturdy, ordinary yet solid. But in the world of coin collecting, subtle differences mean everything. Mint mark mystery. What does no mint mark mean? The 1987 nickel was struck at two major facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. But here's the twist. Philadelphia coins from that era often bore no mint mark. So, when you find a 1987 nickel with no mint mark, it was most likely minted in Philadelphia. For collectors, this becomes an interesting point. No mint mark doesn't automatically mean rare, but in fine condition with no scratches, strong strike, and excellent luster, it could still command attention. Mintage numbers. How many were made? In 1987, the U.S. Mint produced approximately 514 million nickels in Philadelphia. That's a huge number. So how can a coin like this be rare? The truth lies in condition, survival rates, and error coins. While hundreds of millions were struck, most have been worn down, damaged, or lost. Only a fraction survives in fine condition, or better. And this is where value starts to creep in. Grading and value. What does fine condition mean? Fine is a specific term in coin grading. It means moderate wear, but most major details are still visible. Jefferson's hair might be worn, but Monticello steps are partially visible. Not mint state, but not poor either. In the current 2025 market, a 1987 no mint mark nickel in fine condition typically fetches around 10 cents to 30 cents. Above face value, but not groundbreaking. However, in higher grades, especially MS65 or higher, the price jumps. Rare errors and variants. The game changers. Here's where things get interesting. Some 1987 nickels were struck with known minting errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, clip planchets, and even double dies. A 1987 nickel with a dramatic off-center strike can sell for $20 to $100. A clean double die error can reach $150 or more, depending on visibility and condition. Always check your coin under magnification. Sometimes, the jackpot is microscopic. Market trends, past sales, and auction surprise. Recent auctions have seen select 1987 nickels in MS67 or higher go for $150 to $300. Heritage auctions, eBay, and great collections list many such coins, often slabbed by PCGS or NGC. A coin you once dismissed as pocket change could fund a small luxury, if graded properly. Coin dealers are increasingly searching for high-grade common coins. Why? Because demand for registry sets and top pop condition coins is on the rise. Tips for collectors. How to check your coin. Hold your 1987 nickel up to a bright light. Use a 10x loop. Look for signs of luster, strike sharpness, and errors. Examine the steps on Monticello. More steps visible equals higher grade. Avoid cleaning your coin. Cleaning can reduce its value. Instead, store in acid-free holders or a certified slab. And always compare your coin to graded examples online to understand its true condition. Final thoughts. Is your 1987 nickel worth more? In the end, the 1987 5-cent nickel without mint mark may not be the rarest coin, but holds power. It represents a piece of American history, and in the right condition or with the right error, it could sell for 2,500 times its face value. So check your change, dig through your drawers. Your 5-cent coin might just surprise you. Remember, in coin collecting, knowledge is profit. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time and copper-nickel alloy. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below if you found a rare 1987 nickel. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your pocket change be golden. Suggested on-screen visuals throughout the video. Close-up shots of 1987 nickels, with and without mint mark. Zoom on Monticello details. Charts showing market values, fine XF MS65+. Auction screenshots with price. Error coin images, double die, off-center, etc. Grading scale examples from PCGS/NGC. Timeline and minting stats. Sure, here's a strong and engaging thank you and subscribe message in English for the end of your 90-minute video. Thank you so much for watching this deep dive into the 1987 no mint mark US 5-cent coin. We hope you enjoyed this journey into American coin history and learned something new and valuable. If you found this video helpful, entertaining, or eye-opening, don't forget to give a thumbs up, share it with fellow collectors, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin videos. Turn on the bell icon bell so you never miss an update. We have many more hidden treasures to reveal. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and may every coin you find bring you closer to fortune.